I'm the leader of the Oakdale Pickleball Club, and I just have two things to talk to you about. And that is, there's some cracks in the asphalt, and probably Jeff's already noticed that, but it's just something that we ought to get after before winter sets in, we get freezing rain and snow and stuff, and that surface starts to come up.
Where's that at?
Tanner's Park?
Tanner's?
Yep.
The majority of them are cosmetic.
Okay.
They're not, there's some by the poles that are not in the playing surface or where the poles in for the nets, where they pushed up the water table down there. Have you seen the field?
No.
The baseball field? Go look at that, from what you guys had done.
Flooded?
No, it's pushed them poles right back out. It's horrible. The water table's so high down there, it's, the frost pushed them right out of the ground again, so.
And there's really no other fixes for that, but
Yeah.
talk about that one later, sorry.
Okay, and the only reason, just bring it to your attention, is before the surface gets to be the place where we start losing players because they can't play. That's the only issue there. The other issue is a request, if we can line, there's a, and I don't know if you know the configuration, we've got 2x2, 8 courts for pickleball, and then we have another court for tennis. Now, we don't often have people playing tennis while we're playing pickleball. It happens sometimes. But when there's nobody there playing tennis, it'd be nice if that court also was lined for pickleball, because that would give us one more court to have play take place on. And it's not optimal because the net's, about that much higher than a pickleball net. But, something's better than nothing.
Right.
And it's a cheap ad. Doesn't cost much to line it. And that's all I had. Unless you have any questions for me.
Anyone?
Has anyone ever commented that the tennis player?
So at the time the pickleball court, the decision, I've been approached by several people from the pickleball club. Not my decision to have that done. The council at the time, when the pickleball courts were built, specifically wanted to keep that tennis court for specifically tennis. It was the farthest one in the south of the city, closest from here. I don't have an issue with them doing it. It's not my decision to make. It was the council at the time in place that said, no, we are not going to stripe that. We want to keep that solely for tennis so it doesn't get taken over or used so if someone comes. So that was Bill Rasmussen and the council that was in place at that time.
Our club, just to give you a little more background behind it, our club really is, we're pretty welcoming. If somebody comes in and they want to play tennis, we'll back off. We're not going to try to push them.
No, and I don't think you would either, but I think if someone pulled up to play tennis and the court's full, they're not going to walk over there and say,
Well, they might not. They might not ask. Yeah.
I know at the time, the decision, they wanted solely left for tennis. That was the decision at the time. So it's not my decision to get it striped or have it changed. It's a council decision. It's not mine.
Well, what we can do is bring the notes to the council and see what
they say.
Recommendations are.
The worst they can do is say no.
Right.
Right? Okay, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
For coming.
Do you want to make a formal recommendation to bring that to the council?
We can. Can we make a motion to make a recommendation or information to the city council on the pickleball, converting the tennis court to the pickleball court?
Just line it.
Or just line it?
I wasn't asking for it to be converted.
Just line it.
Just line it
Yeah.
so we could use it as an additional
Yep.
court. Yep.
Can we get a motion?
I just think that if you do line it, it'll change the lines also for the tennis ball players. So it's something else that they would have to look at. So take that into consideration. Because I think it's a little smaller, correct?
Yeah, well, it's a little smaller, and usually, because I've seen it done in other places.
Yep.
For example, Oak Park Heights has done this, where they'll line court for both uses. You use a different color.
Yeah.
So you have color A for tennis and color B for pickleball.
Okay.
So I just need a motion to bring the information to the city council
I'll motion that.
on lining that motion. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. And then what they'll do is make a recommendation, and if it falls back here, then we'll look at adding it into the CIP, which is a 5-year plan, so.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Jeff, you're up.
Don't have a whole lot, just busy getting, trying to play catch up. We had 5 seasonal start yesterday out of the 6, so which that'll be a huge help for us, just to try to get back on track. And then as the grass blew up, we're trying to keep up with that, so we'll get there. But I welcome the 5 college kids that started yesterday because they'll be a huge asset for us, so yeah, that's about it. Any questions? More than happy to answer any of them.
Questions for Jeff? Thanks, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Did I skip over Jim?
I'm not, he may have something.
Here you go. All right, then Julie, you're up.
Okay. Just a couple updates for May. The Oakdale update has not been mailed out. We're hoping that'll get out late May here. And we'll also have the available online. Summer programs actually begin in 3 weeks, so it's coming fast. Summer staff, we have selected our employees, and training will begin the first week in June. We've got 4 returning staff and 5 new hires for a total of 9. We're moving into Summerfest here, and that'll return on Friday, June 24th at 6, and that'll travel again along 15th Street and Hadley. So that's a new day. It's moving from Thursday to Friday this year. And then this year we'll celebrate former Oakdale Fire Chief Jeff Anderson as the Grand Marshal, who recently retired after 41 years of service. So good to see him again. Our Summerfest 5K Run Walk, and that'll be held on Saturday, June 25th. Check-in will again be at 7, and then the race starts at 8 a.m. We'll be joined by Hope Church volunteers at our water and food stations throughout the race and at race end. And then Parkview Chiropractic will be there to provide free massages and adjustments to anybody who is interested in that. And then our Summerfest third layer skateboard contest, that'll take place on Saturday, June 25th, and that'll start at noon with registrations beginning at 11 a.m. Participation is always free at that event, and it is sponsored by State Farm agents Amy Brown and Bob Lawrence this year, so he's a new sponsor, so thank you to them. As far as summer programming goes, our Amped Up Entertainment will kick off on Thursday, June 16th at 10 a.m. So we've got a number of different entertainment lined up. We've got the Raptor Center, Bruce the Bug Guy, Snake Discovery, the Jolly Pops, Story Time from Osborne Books, and Dazzling David Yo-Yo Master will all perform this summer. So always get a really good turnout with that one. And then we've got our summer concert series lined up. That'll kick off on June 15th with a performance by the Michael Handler Project, and that's kind of classic rock to modern country. Concerts are held on Wednesdays beginning at 7 at the Band Shell, and the series will wrap up on August 3rd. Farmers Market, that'll kick off on June 1st. That runs every Wednesday through October 12th. From 2 to 6:30, with the final 30 minutes optional again this year for vendors as well. And we'll have a full vendor list and products posted on our website and on Facebook at the end of May for you. Artist of the Month, we've got our Painting Pals returning for their annual May Group art display. Lots of new pieces this year. They had a ton of time to paint the last year or so, so they're looking forward to displaying their artists' work for us. And then lastly, our park cleanup. We had about 50 volunteers cleaning 10 parks this year. Thanks again to all the volunteers who helped keep our parks clean. And participants were given plan kits again this year as thank you gifts. So thanks to all the volunteers again.
Great.
So with that, I'll stand for any questions. Anybody have
I
any
have a
comments?
question.
Yeah.
Are they doing fireworks or a concert as part of Summerfest?
Yes, we are. So if anybody's interested in the full lineup of activities, we've got that on our recreation page. So just go under community events, and that'll give you the full lineup of everything happening Summerfest.
Okay.
I'm assuming no rides this year?
No rides, so parade on Friday and then activities on Saturday. So,
Is there also a concert on Friday?
and there'll be concerts too on
Both
Saturday.
nights?
On Saturday,
Just on Saturday, concert?
yep. Oh, Friday night too? Yeah. I have to double
Oh.
check. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I apologize. Stuck in the Middle will be performing on Friday night. Missed that one. But yeah, check the website for that, and they'll have all that information for you.
Who's on Saturday night playing?
I can tell you.
I'll give you one, yes.
Rockin' Hollywood.
Rockin' Hollywood's at 7, and then we've got the Jolly Pops from 2:30 to 4. We've got our kids' bubble party from 12 to 2.
Anyone got questions for Julie?
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Ingebrigtson, welcome.
The only item I have, and I don't know if it would directly be park-related, but I think would definitely be of interest, is that the owner of Cedric's Landing, Cedric's, they're looking to expand onto that par 3 property a little bit. They're facing some very significant challenges to make it a reality. And it kind of looks like a long shot to me, but they did come to council at the last workshop. And that's where we're at, but we'll see what happens.
Just to make sure, this is Gulfview, or?
Yeah, it's it would just basically, what they're looking to do is Cedric's Landing just kind of, it's a big long building, and they're looking to kind of come out onto the par 3 property, and then there would be an entrance coming, I think there's a little park there now, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't even know that. And they would actually move the park so that they could put an entrance coming in from the other side. So,
Well, that would cure one problem then,
what's that?
replacing the park.
Oh,
The
yeah.
playground site?
Yeah. Yep. So, yep, and like I said, they have some significant challenges. I know there's a lot of wetlands they're gonna have to deal with. They're gonna have to deal with the DNR, and,
I thought that was pretty wet up there.
yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised somebody's trying, but more power to them. They can
Yeah.
get it done, so. Anything for me?
Anyone got questions for Jake?
Good.
No?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And then I skipped over the commissioners' reports. So anyone got, Freddie, you got anything?
We got nothing.
Mark?
No.
Jan?
I do. Just real quick, several things the wellness group has done and are going to be doing. One, we had Susan William did the walk through Oakdale Nature Center. We meet on Wednesdays generally and at Discovery Center and walk through the park. But Susan William did the exercise station, and not a lot of people know even how to use them, but they are all on the back of your little map of Oakdale Nature Center. And there's some good exercises to do and to convert those machines in different levels. So try them out. And also on the Wellness 50 Plus, we did a bike maintenance. Thankfully, we were able to go indoor because it rained that day. And we were at Oakdale Nature Center and Discovery Center. But with bike riding, our wellness group does go on bike tours on the 4th Monday while the weather is good. And we also do kayaking on the 3rd Monday. And on the first Tuesday events in Washington County, we do different events. If you're interested in any of those, you can go to Wellness 50 Plus Twin Cities in the meetup and just sign up. A lot of those events are free, or if we have to charge because, it's kayaking and, Carrie from Wahoo Adventures brings the kayaks, there is a charge for that. And that's all I have.
Awesome. I don't have anything, so get a motion to adjourn?
Were we gonna plan a park walk?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that after.
Okay. I'll make a motion to adjourn then.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, and good night.